Hey, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be making an easy and simple villager trading, zombification process. Now what I mean by this is basically you pressing a piston, the villager going down and getting zombified. This video won't be too long, but I think it's needed for a tutorial. So let's get straight into it. So what you're going to need is some dirt or just temporary blocks. Then what you're going to need is some rails, villagers and some zombies. We'll get onto that point afterwards. Then you're going to need some minecarts to transport these zombies and villagers. Then you'll be needing some redstone, some sticky pistons and some levers. Then you'll be needing some job blocks, some ladders, some trapdoors and some decoration blocks. So let's go ahead and make the build. I'm going to go ahead and try and make this video as short as I possibly can because I don't need to go into too much detail with it. Okay, so the first thing you want to go ahead and do is come into your trading hall. For me, I'm just going to use this as a trading hall. It's basically just a hole in the ground. So basically what you want to do is go ahead and come to one of the walls and make a 1x1 area and make this 2 deep. Then what you want to do is come to that second block and mine down 2 blocks and place a sticky piston with a trapdoor on top. What you want to do now is go ahead and come a couple blocks along and dig down 1 block in the floor and go ahead and find the piston. Now basically the trapdoor should be on the same level as you, so for instance I'm on Y56 and the piston I've placed down is on Y55. Now what you want to do now is go ahead and connect your piston up with the lever. Now for me I just like having it in front, so what I'm going to do is come in front of the piston, go 1, 2, 3, 4 and at the 5th block place a lever down. Then I'm going to go ahead and cover all the redstone up and place a trapdoor at the end. You can go ahead and connect your piston up with a repeater and place a lever on the wall if you want to, and also connect all the pistons up with repeaters, and basically once you flick up the lever, every villager will go down and get zombified. But let's go ahead and get our villager into the 1x1 hole. I'd probably recommend just making a minecart system going all the way into the hole, placing a minecart at the end, just grabbing some temporary blocks and surrounding that minecart, and somehow getting your villager into here. Just for the sake of the video and to make it a little bit shorter, I'm going to go ahead and place a villager down with a spawn egg. So once you've got your villager in the minecart, you want to go ahead and push it into that 1x1 hole. And once you've got all the villagers you want to, go ahead and destroy the minecart system. Now I'm going to make sure that the villager is on the trapdoor. And to know this, we're going to have to place 3 temporary blocks all the way around the villager. And obviously if that one doesn't work, just push it a little bit further into the other direction. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and make a full box all the way around the villager. Then what I'm going to do is place the job block right in front of the villager right here. So basically, obviously you've mined 2 blocks in the wall and 2 down. What we're going to do on that first block is place down a job block. Now obviously if your villager already has a job block, you can go ahead and place the appropriate job block down. Now what we're going to do is just go ahead and place a block above the job block. Come down here, mine this block and destroy the minecart. And you can go ahead and destroy all the temporary blocks that you've just placed, including the one on top of the job block. So we placed blocks all the way around the villager because if you just put the villager on the trapdoor and broke the minecart, it would glitch out and basically escape from your 1x1 hole. So that's the reason why we placed blocks all the way around. This is basically your first one done. Now I'd recommend getting your zombie in last. Now what you want to go ahead and do is just cover this hole in the wall up. What I'm going to do now is go ahead and make another one of these. I'd probably recommend going 2 blocks along, so having a 2 block gap in between each villager and making another one. Now I'm in with the villagers, and obviously I've made 3 of these. Now you've probably made a lot more of these, but for me I've made 3. And basically what you want to do is make sure that you've only got 2 villagers per zombie. So since I've got 3, I'm going to go ahead and block this villager off right here and lure my zombie into here. So basically it only has 6 blocks to actually walk around on, and hopefully you don't get a baby zombie. Like I was saying, it only has 6 blocks to actually walk around in, and the zombie actually can't attack the villager from here, only when it's pulled down. Now depending on what difficulty you're on, the more chance it will die. Now I'm on normal mode, so it's a 50-50 chance. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is pull the villagers down, and you can already see that it's getting attacked. And we're going to see if this one turns into a zombie villager, and it did. So the zombie goes after the next villager and it dies. because, like I said, it's a 50-50 chance that it dies or becomes a zombie. But yeah, I think this way of actually zombifying your villagers is a little bit more easier. So this farm might not be as efficient as all the other farms, but I think it's a lot easier to build when you're starting off with your zombification process. Now, like I said, hopefully everyone enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. You don't have to, because I know how annoying that is when people do ask you. I also do want to say, if you do have any build ideas, go ahead and leave them in the comments, because I'll get around to them. Or if you're just struggling with the build, I'll go ahead and help you out in the comments, or try to do a tutorial on it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!